you will know the power of the dark side.
Hey everyone, this is MisterAwestasia here, bringing you another awesome installment for a Star Wars Explained video. Today I'll be answering two questions, one from my personal good friend, the Creepy Red, for her question about the bio or the origin of General Grievous, and one of the TATS crew members, Unix, who is a scripter. Hey Unix! And she asked, why do the Kel-Dor wear face masks? Alright, so let's go ahead and get in with the easier question, the Kel-Dor question. Okay, for this question, since it's a little bit more complicated, I will be referring to the StarWarsWikipedia.com or Wikipedia. Alright, let me just pull up the page. Alright, this is what it says. The Kel-Dor were a sentient species native to the planet Dorian. In order to survive oxygen-rich environments, they were required to wear specialized breath masks that covered their eyes and nostrils. Let's get in a little bit of Dorian. Now, there's not this much, so that's why I wanted to go ahead and start with a short question. But, okay, let's see here. Alright, here it is. Dorian was a planet that was the homeworld of the Kel-Dor species. Its helium-rich environment meant that they were forced to rely on rebreathers to survive off-world, as oxygen was deadly to them. Now, there was a comic, I'm not sure what it was. It was when Plo Koon was fighting Savage Opress and Darth Maul, and Savage actually ripped the mask off of Plo Koon, and later Plo Koon described it as if his eyes and his lungs were boiling. Yeah, not a fun time. Well, I hope that answered your question, Unix. It's really interesting. I would recommend the comic, but I don't know which one it is. But it is during Clone Wars era. Let's go to Red's question. Alright, now we get to talk about one of the most badass characters, well, probably one of the most brutal besides Vader, General Grievous. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Essential Guide to Warfare. This is on page 88, with you fellow Star Wars nerds. I mean that affectionately. Okay. Long before he was Supreme Commander of the Confederacy of Independent Systems, General Grievous was a gifted Kalish warrior shaped by his species' long, bloody war against the Yamiri. Grievous was born Kwai-Ming Jah Shala and became an expert sniper while still a youth. By the time he reached maturity, he had killed hundreds of Yamri and had been hailed as a demigod. After the death of his comrade in arms, Randu Ij Kumar, Shala took the fight against the Yamri to the invaders' worlds, where he massacred warriors and civilians alike. The judicial forces separated the warring parties, and the Republic imposed ruinous sanctions on Kali. With few alternatives, Shala accepted an offer of employment from the IGBC chairman San Hill to serve as a collections agent in the return for the IGBC to aid his planet. So we have him as a humble little sniper, as humble as snipers can be, on I hate to say it's like backwater, but most of these guys, they had not joined the Separatist or the Republic at this time. So it was a really tense era of like pre-Republics versus CIA. Clone Wars era. That's it. What happened next still divides historians. I'll explain this in a little bit. Some say Shala took this name Grievous in memory of his friend Kumar and voluntarily remade his body and eventually his mind to make himself the equal of the Jedi. Some add that Shala had dreamed of being a Jedi and had been rejected as a youth. In seeking improvements to his natural flesh and bone, Grievous turned himself into a cyborg whose only remaining living parts were housed beneath his ceramic armor-plast mask and duranium armor. Once Grievous opted for mechanical enhancements to his own senses and reaction times, even his mind was part machine, and his organic past faded into dim memory, crowded out by his need for vengeance against the Jedi and the Republic. Others tell a tale in which Grievous is as much a victim as a villain. Citing third-hand accounts obtained from the IGBC and Sereno, These scholars claim that Dooku and other Separatist leaders sabotaged Grievous' shuttle and recovered the badly wounded Kalish from the sea. What was left of his body was encased in armor, and his brain was altered by surgical droids, suppressing his memories and amplifying his aggression and rage. He awoke as a servant of the Nascent Confederacy, engineered to lead its forces and destroy the Jedi. If this account of his origin is correct, Grievous apparently recalled little, if any, of his former life, with his memories destroyed or replaced by fictional constructs. But perhaps some echoes remained. He became enraged if mistaken for a droid. Grievous's early history may have never been definitively reconstructed, but his later deeds were chronicled into chilling detail. After the Battle of Geonosis, the Republic intelligence puzzled over sketchy reports of a strange droid that destroyed entire clone companies and several Jedi. At Hypori, the cyborg general declared himself, killing the Jedi Knights Dakmang Barik and Tari Seer. He would soon become the face of the Separatist military, waging war against the Republic with the same pitiless ferocity he had shown against the Yamri. Okay, so the second account is true, because we have a comic. You see, this is the bad thing about trying to cite different Star Wars lore. You kind of forget which comic it is. Dooku actually used Force lightning to keep his body alive, and the IGBC, which is the Intergalactic Banking Plan. So I'm sorry if I used that acronym and people weren't aware of that. So it could be pretty confusing. But other than that, General Grievous is known for his ferocity. He was known for a lot. I would say he was actually one of the most tragic characters of Star Wars, besides Vader and a few other Jedi that I will happily explain in the next video if you want. I'll probably choose one of my favorites. But anyways, yeah, that's General Grievous. Red, I hope I'll answer your question. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please post your questions below. I really want to see what you guys think or what questions you want. Alright, see you later.
May the Force be with us.